Do you know anything about the murder? Murder? A man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags. Yeah, sure, we'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. He clears his throat. It was a man. Also, he was hanged. Anything else? He was hanged from a tree? Yeah, I mean, duh. These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along. Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything? Ah, this sounds like epistemology. A field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself. However, there is no way these young men could possibly be aware of her work. This is just going nowhere. I know that you don't know shit. Exactly. How can one know shit? For example, how can one be sure that there truly is a body hanging behind the hostel? What if it's art, or just a mere spectre? That could be the case, yes, a brilliant work of art. Lieutenant raises an eyebrow, but does not comment. Do you guys know Cindy the Skull? Oh, was Cindy one of the skulls? The young man's eyes glaze over as he marks in... Start again. The young man's eyes glaze over as he marks in a voice filled with longing. Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull. Yeah, the other guy lights up too. A true artist of the future, just like Arno van Eyck. By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards, he adds, returning from whatever void he was just visiting. For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient towards them. Interesting. Who's Van Eyck? Old man, it doesn't matter. Is he saying Van Eyck is an old man, or is he calling me old man? You'll be long gone before his greatness is recognised. Oh, he's talking about me, okay. So you're saying I'm an old man? Yep, he nods enthusiastically. Old as hell. Yeah, man, like at death's door. No wonder you know nothing about the future. You won't be there. Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez? The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned, Lieutenant replies instead. That's why there isn't much organised crime around here, apart from the Union, which seems to be organised crime of itself. Don't you worry about that. We're going to make up for the deficit. Yeah, we are. The young men exchange approving nods. Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you a part of the Skulls or not? We're not franchised Skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them. And what makes you think that the organisation would accept you? Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see. Yeah, you'll see for sure once we're in. It's the last thing you'll ever see before the void consumes you. Throw him off his game. Are you sure a skull would say that? You look confused. Well, yeah, I mean, we're only saying practice things for now, so we don't mean no harm to the Skulls brand, or to you. This is definitely something the Skulls would say, but we're not trying to encroach on the Skulls brand in any way. On the contrary, we're just here to market it. So you're just pretending to be as nasty and vicious as the Skulls. Hey, we can be just as hard, like pavement on top of pavement, or a brick on top of another brick. Or a grave on top of a grave. These kids have the vocabulary, but might be missing a brain. Wouldn't a grave on top of a grave be just a big hole? What's hard about holes? Filling them up, baby. Enough about this scullery, then. He throws a longing glance at the Kanema, the car. What's with the jackets? What about them? Oh, I see. Right, this is something... Why would you write that on a coat and wear it? It's like... It's almost like exclaiming that's what you are. Why does your jacket have this written on it? If I say that, that's almost certainly bound to get the videos flagged when I put them on YouTube. You just kept running into people who accuse you of killing a man they're currently looting? What in Kingdom Come Deliverance? So you obviously killed them because how dare you accuse me of something I haven't had the chance to do? That's the way to deal with it. And then they won't accuse you a second time. I like your style. Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterises me as a person, even though the statement has character, and I do like piss. The word, epitomises the struggle taking place in the world, things being defined as they seem, not as they are, and I guess it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Has he been sarcastic? Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye, and since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message. Makes sense. What I mean by this is we are all, and that the world is inherently meaningless. That's rather deep. Though he seemed lacking in vocabulary, it seems that the young man has expertise in at least one field, even if it is rather narrow. And turn to the other guy. Why do you have "Screw the World" written on your jacket? Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as a kinship, the thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it. I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely? To catch a fish, you need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though... That's a terrible metaphor. You get more fish in a shorter time, and for time is of the essence, and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to screw the world once, or screw the whole world, and not get caught up in someone. This is terrible. I mean, these guys totally did not give the impression of being poetic idiots like this from the earlier conversation. It feels a bit out of place. Because when one screws everything, he screws nothing, and that, to me, feels glorious, sticking your dick into the void. Hate to admit it, but in a weird way he's got a point. Has he really? Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass cops? Ah. Hey, Kim, lower your voice. Yes? What do you think about their jackets? Leather jackets adorned with immature writing. The ideology they convey helps the boys justify poor choices in life and fashion. Lieutenant shrugs. I'm not a fan. I think my character was thinking, we could have them jackets. That's not a bad idea. Why are you always so patronising when cool possibilities cross our path? Lieutenant looks confused. What are you implying? Which one would you wear? I'm not sure I understand you, detective. Which one are you more of? Neither. Come on, Kim, it's just a mental exercise. Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think, is the stronger of the two statements. If the game won't read out that word, I'm not reading that word out either. No way. If anything, I'm the in this scenario. Fine, Lieutenant shrugs. Screw the world just seemed to fit you more, considering your heroic exit attempts. So are we done here? One of the jacket owners asks impatiently. You don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you? Ask the jackets for yourself and Lieutenant? Failed. Gentlemen, I need your jackets. Why? Look at the shit I'm wearing. Yeah, like you said, total shit. What about it? There's a spark of sympathy in the youth's eyes. You didn't say that. Hang on. Yes, hang on. I shouldn't be announcing that. It's disco style. It's not shit, it's disco. It's shit. Please. Item gained. Leather jacket. I got one. Fine, screw it. The young man takes his jacket off. Here, take it then. I can't handle this sad shit. It's true, we simply can't. It's called empathy. Wow, I did not see that coming. You better wear that jacket with pride. Screw you, you're not getting mine, the other one snaps at you. My dad's a lawyer in La Delta. He'll have your badge. Kim, no, he won't. The lieutenant is highly amused by the situation. Wait, world screwer, you got a rich dad? No. He looks startled. He's like a volunteer lawyer, a total bitch, cites law and does dishes. You know what, cop? Screw you. That's not what this is about. You're not getting my jacket. Screw him. We don't need his rich dad jacket anyway. Remember when I said I got it? I wish I'd gotten the other one for you. I did say I prefer this one, but since I didn't get the other one, you should have it. Kim, that's okay. I'm not wearing that jacket. Why not? You could really raise hell. Go undercover. Oh, there's a possibility. Hard. I don't think this case requires us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jacket will be useful at all. Still, it's good to know that we have it should the need arise. The need will not arise. Look at this cute shit, the dark-haired youth points at you, then turns to his friend. How can we become skulls if you go around fraternising with cops? Let's get the hell out of here before anyone sees us. Sorry, man. He hangs his head in shame. I just don't like confrontations, that's all. I didn't expect that to work like that at all. Why does art inspire you so much? No, art is for arrogant blowhards. Why am I getting this? Is it? Yet your eye constantly seeks out the most critical side of any aesthetic confrontation. You follow the expressions of imagination and technical skill with curiosity. In short, art is the highest form of human communication. Representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined. Would I fit into the art world? Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes, dishevelled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too. Hold on, is architecture also art? Of course not. It's autism, box drawing, masturbation with a ruler and a sextant or whatever they use. You should demean and criticise the genteel institution of architecture while extolling the virtues of the pure arts. Wait, what about music? Is it art? Only the most experimental kind. I guess I have been feeling critical lately. Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop. Okay, you don't have to be 100% cop to get the case finished and all that. Quit being so indecisive. What are you going to do here? Some kind of indecisive and camp aesthetic show? Strike a bold shape here. Go art or go home. I don't know what to do with this. This is bizarre. Yo, Wolfenstein got bugged. Dude went invisible. Everything just went through him. Which Wolfenstein are we talking about? The latest one? I don't know. Art critic is not my thing. Opt out. Not interested. Bravo. Continue then with the mediocre and vulgar epigones of the world. So what if everything is incomprehensibly shit and you can see it? Take no responsibility. This was a good call. That guy probably thinks forensics is autism too. Conceptualization, that is a weird sort of inner sense. Did not expect that to go up. Architecture. I don't know. Strange game. Right, we've got a point to spend. We'll save that and put that one in the bank for when we need it. We've got a new jacket to wear. What does it do? I need to sell some of this stuff. +1 drama, -1 authority. We'll have to remember that. Now, where the hell was I going to go next? I've got to check out the bullet locations. And Joyce's info on the lynch. I've got to do something for her. Okay. We're going to go and see Everard, I think. Go on, let's go and see Everard. There's also something to do with this convoy, but I don't really know what to do about it yet. Is anyone here to talk to? Well, I can try talking to this guy again.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
No. Nope, I don't think so. Not giving me any new options. I'm not sure what Joyce wants me to do about... it's about getting that roadblock fixed. I'm guessing some option is going to present itself. Is there anything in there? I don't think so. Oh, it's the new blood. Am I going the wrong way? Maybe it was through there, was it? I don't remember going through there. No, I can't have done. Oh, wait, there are some steps. Did I have to do something with this thing? Okay. Oh, let my muscle memory dial a random number. I obviously failed this before. Your fingers run over the dial pad 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers 993. Oh, it's a payphone. Calling. Still calling then. Video Revachol 24 hour. A crackle. Someone picks up. They say, Video Revachol 24 hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lemmy. How may I help you? The voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows. Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10... Oh, he said the same thing. Do you know me? No. No, I meant, what is this place to me? Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here. Why did I call you? Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period? My name is Harrier Dubois. Do you have anything on my name? Let me fire up the machine. Keys are being pressed in the background. Dubois, Dubois. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November 46. Ooh, not a fun film, that one. What kind of film is that? It's not an easy watch, he reads. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Zimisk, immigrant... Oh, these damn words. Egidius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia. Is this supposed to be a parallel thing of my life? That's what it sounds like. He concludes, no wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Main. The call is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone. Cool, coming back in there. It was worth a little look. It's really bizarre, though, that I memorised the number of the video shop, even though I haven't rented a video in 5 years. I mean, I had a pizza from our local pizza shop, oh, I don't know, a month ago, a couple of months ago, I think. Sometime, not that long ago. And I can't remember the telephone number for that, even though I've used it several times. Yet he memorised a video rental shop that he hadn't used in 5 years. Very curious. Unless his wife works there. Probably not important. But then, every time I think something's not important in this game, it turns out to be important. A detail. There are no...
Hey, mister. I'm not going to bother you with a long brief.
Forget that. There are no coincidences in a murder investigation. Who said that? Some detective. Right, let's go and talk to this fat blob. Oh, hang on. What's this? This is not a fishing rod, is it? What is not a fishing rod? Oh, that thing? He's talking about that? That looks... I don't know. I'm not sitting on that chair, by the way.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes. Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today?
Can we go over a few details concerning the murder again? Most certainly, Harry. Okay, we can change the subject. It doesn't look like there's anything extra there. The signatures. I mailed the signatures you've asked me to. The golden boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Claps his hands together like a child who's just been offered cotton candy. Of course, I already knew this. 70 XP. Level up. Nice. My friend the mailman confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a real future, Harry, and I feel I can finally trust you now. Haha. Well, let's hope we get this solved before he finds out that that's a load of rubbish. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. He nods to the lieutenant, smiling broadly. We can talk about anything. Strike, the murder, your lost gun. Nothing is off the table. See, forging that signature really paid off. Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in. Can I get my gun now? Harry, I've got to be honest with you, he turned solemn. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done. You bastard. Your gun is with an old woman, he says, absolutely unperturbed by her outburst. I hear she's a character, so watch out. What old woman? This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy, the one he described as terrifying. So the gun's still with the woman who bought it from Roy? Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. He smiles, shakes his head in wonderment. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that. Wild, anyway. The neighbours of this old woman contacted my men because they trusted me and the Debardeurs Union. Apparently she was waving it around at the entrance to her building. Is he talking about the old woman who cleans that apartment? Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does. She was waving it around at people? As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. He smiles. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry, no one got hurt. Who is this old woman? Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're going to have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs. She's an ex-cop? Or is she just mad? There we go again. The Pigs, like Roy said, not good at all. I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally someone calls themselves a pig. A smile flickers in the corner of his mouth. Can you set up a meeting? I already have. He holds out his index finger. Tonight, starting 2200, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, he claps his hands. Back to the fun stuff. She'll be there. Okay, late at night. More fun stuff. He looks at you. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do. Do I want to talk about the signatures and the construction noise? I don't know. We'll ask about the other stuff first in case that goes bad. Hey, Trollsium, how's it going tonight? How are you doing, my friend? Did you order the hangman killed? Order it? You know my men didn't kill him. They told you it was a happy accident. You know how it is? No one takes the initiative. If I wanted him dead, I would have had to do it myself. And I'm too fat for that. And what do you gain from him being dead? Why, a war, of course. What do you have to gain from a war? Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We're going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realise there is a war. They're trained military people. Aren't you afraid for your men? Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste. You doing good? Glad to hear it. I don't know. I'm not an ultra-liberal, am I? How is this concerned to the strike? Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait, he pauses to rub his chin. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that. We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're going to take all of it for the people and screw Wild Pines. The word screw rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often, and neither do I. At least not on YouTube and Twitch, I don't. I save all my swearing for IKEA furniture assembly. So that's why you haven't let Joyce in. Yes, it's also why I let that midget Guamont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance. What? Tits from her arsehole. It's a local saying. Actually, no, it's not. Why are you telling me your plans? Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. He looks at the swordfish clock and nods. It's already happening. Who killed the hangman? No idea. Could have been his own mother for all I know. If you ever find the guy, give him a big fat kiss from Everard Clare. Couldn't have done it without him. He really doesn't know. A guy, huh? How do you know it's a guy? I don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union. Maybe it was the mob. Or maybe he killed himself because he was a closet socialist. Truth is, I simply don't know. And we believe him. Well, we're told we believe him. I don't trust anyone in this game. How many guys are there in the Union? 2,372. He replies like a whip. Plus yours truly, of course. He knows exactly how many people he's got. 2,373 is a sizable contingent for a labour organisation in Reavershall. How are we going to fund your new independent harbour? Oh, you mean what sort of goods are we going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us? Harry, we've thought of everything. Everything? We've been running back-channel negotiations with all the major clients. I think the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic, new revenue streams. What kind of bold revenue streams are we talking about? Haven't you seen the crates outside, Harry? There's all sorts of fun stuff inside them. He pushes up his glasses as he laughs. I mean, heck, this one has you and the lieutenant, me and my novelty swordfish clock. Did he just deflate slightly? Was there something he wanted you to ask about? Maybe you should come back if you learn something relevant and ask again. Like breaking into that crate, I think it means. You should definitely come back here and ask again if you learn more about the Union's dealings. There's something he's not telling you. The signatures I got. I know you plan to force them out with the construction noise. Harry, he shakes his head. By now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access make some people consider moving, well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces. He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrating the size of the palaces. They're very large. So the village is doomed, the lieutenant says grimly. You were there, you saw the place. A wasteland, there's nothing left. But mark my words, officers. He slams his fist on the table, causing some of the coffee to spill. We are going to reset it. He's got plans. Reset, he repeats. I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce. What do you mean? Harry, imagine a youth centre supermarket church complex employing hundreds, no thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing. He leans forward. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on. This is like, there's so much depth to all this stuff. But I'm asking, is it important to the investigation? And do I care? But I feel like I can't not investigate it. Youth supermarket church complex, do you really expect me to believe that? Yes, I do. I got the centre, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on. It sounds like he believes his own sort of spiel and zealotry over this. The pain is true. He's seen the kids do worse than that. But will there be a giant statue of the Clare brothers towering above it all? Joyce knew he was up to something. Will you erect a statue to yourself? I'm not a symbolist, Harry. I'm a realist. My statue will be Martinez rebuilt. 5-story building complexes, workers on welfare, and landowners in Ozon hating me. That will be my statue. And yours. We're doing this together. Joyce was right when she said you were up to something. Damn right I am, Harry. The fist lands on the table again. I'm going to make the working man as rich as she is one day. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace. And that's it for now. Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debardeurs Union. Suddenly, there's sadness in his tone. This. He points to you and then to himself. This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open. I almost said almost open. I can't even speak anymore. No. I think my brain is overloaded with narration. A few more questions about the harbour. We're done. That's it. But we might talk again later. I'm leaving. Leave him to it.